This is a very distinguished group. I can tell you that's what I do for a living. It was before politics. I would have to deal with you, and you are the best. You're the best in the world, and you're here. And it's an honor to have all of these great leaders. Really an honor. But I'm sincerely grateful to Prime Minister Starmer and Lady Starmer for welcoming us to this very special home, this beautiful place. And I was here a number of years ago, but somehow today it looks even better, even more beautiful, and even more historic. Melania and I are forever thankful to His Majesty King Charles III and Her Majesty Queen Camilla. We had a fantastic evening last night. But the exquisite honor of a second official state visit, the first ever, it's the first time it's ever been done, was, really was an honor. Such great history, and to think it's a first. It's always nice to have a first. But the ties between our countries are priceless, and it's really an inheritance. It's a beautiful inheritance. Today we're making those ties closer than ever before. We've done some things that financially are great for both countries, and we work together, and it keeps us together, and I think it's an unbreakable bond we have, regardless of what we're doing today. I think it's unbreakable. But this is very big, and I want to thank all of the incredibly talented business leaders, the best in the world, biggest in the world, here this afternoon for investing in the Anglo-American Alliance, and you personify an important part of the unique national bond and really a world bond. What you've done is incredible. Our two countries do a great deal of business together. $340 billion last year was the number. In May, the United Kingdom became the first country to make a trade deal with the United States during my second term, and we sort of wanted to make it the first because the bond is so strong and the relationship so long. That agreement will create billions of dollars in opportunities for American farmers to sell their products into the UK, reduce barriers to trade, and give the U.S. manufacturers better access to the UK's world-class aerospace supply chain, which is really is world-class. A lot of people don't understand it, the importance of that particular asset that you have. It's a beautiful job you've done. There's no more natural partnership in the world. Together, we're building up the industrial capacity of both of our countries, which is crucial to our defense. And we work so well together in defense. I met so many of the leaders of your defending group, and many of them I've known by name, but now I know them pretty well. We had some very good meetings today and yesterday. So we're taking the next logical step with a historic agreement on science and technology partnerships, and this will create new government, academic, and private sector cooperation in areas such as AI, which is taking over the world. I'm looking at you guys. You're taking over the world, Jensen. I don't know what you're doing here. I hope you're right. All I can say is we both hope you're right. But it's pretty amazing. Quantum computing, fusion, 6G, and civil nuclear energy, and align our nations through the approach of centered deregulation and innovation. And we're going to have a lot of deregulation and a tremendous amount of innovation. It's just happening. But this new accord is already helping spur a massive wave of private sector deals worth over $350 billion alone, headlined by a $136 billion from Blackstone. That's very nice. Steve, thank you. That's why you have that location, I think. It's considered the best seat of the year. Yours is pretty good too, Jensen. That's good. That's great, Steve. You know what you're doing better than anybody. American company X Energy and British company Centrica has been announcing, and really for a long while they've been talking about this deal, the deployment of modular nuclear reactors across the UK, all across the UK. It's been in the wind for a couple of years, and now we're getting it done, generating more than $50 billion in economic value, creating up to 2,500 jobs, and powering 1.5 million homes. That's a lot of homes. 7 decades after British genius Alan Turing pioneered the field, this agreement will also help America and our British allies dominate the future of artificial intelligence. You need the energy. You have to have the energy. That's one thing I learned very quickly. They need a lot of electricity. In the United States, you need double what we have right now just to maintain that fight. We're right now, and I want to say, leading China and the world by a lot in AI, a lot. And we're creating tremendous amounts of energy and letting you create your own electricity in many, many cases. And we're giving you very rapid approvals. We're getting them approvals like they've never seen before. They used to wait 15 and 20 years to be rejected. Now they wait 2 weeks or 3 weeks to be accepted. That's a pretty big difference. And at the same time, we always have the environment in mind, but we move them along. But we're committed to ensuring that you have secure and reliable sources of American AI and quantum technology. We intend to always be the UK's strongest, closest, and most trusted business partner. Very important to us. The relationship is very important. 1 year ago, our country was in serious trouble. The King of Saudi Arabia, great gentleman, you all know him. He said, "Sir, your country was dead 1 year ago, and now you have the hottest country anywhere in the world," and it's true. We'll have more than $17 trillion invested in our country this year. 17 trillion, which is many, many times what we had last year, and we're only in our just about almost 9th month. It's moving along quickly. It's amazing. I was saying we're in our 3rd month, our 4th month, our 5th month, but we're at, it's going to be over $17 trillion. No country has ever had anything like that, even close. GDP last quarter was 3.3%. Despite all of the things we're doing, one of the things we're doing, which I'm very proud of, is the border. We now have a totally closed border, totally secure. For 3 months, 0 people came into our country, bad people. And they come in, but they have to come in legally. We have a great process going. And inflation is virtually non-existent. As you know, we're taking in trillions of dollars from tariffs, and they've been so incredible for our country, so incredible. We're keeping our companies happy. We're keeping them solid and sane, and they're very, very thrilled at what's happened. They can't even believe it. And we've never seen investment like this. Without the tariffs, we would have just a fraction of that. And we're really the only one that can do tariffs. Nobody else is able to do them. With us, it works because people have to be there. But we've slashed 30-year-old regulations. And as you know, in my first term, we had a very successful first term. We had the greatest economy in the history of our country. And we had the biggest regulation cut in the history of our country. And now we're doing it again. We're slashing them at a level that is even beyond what we did in the first term. The first term, we did more regulation cutting by 4 times at any other time that any other country has done or that we've done. And we think we're going to exceed that this time. And we'll have regulation, but it'll be sane regulation. It'll be regulation that allows you to compete and do your thing, or regulations that you're able to get around and do things and you no longer have that regulation. But we slashed regulations at a level that's never been done before, and we're doing it at the same level right now. I recently signed the largest tax cuts in our country's history, and the bill includes a 100% expensing for investments in equipment and factories. Nobody's ever seen anything like that, and it lasts for a 10-year period, so it's going to be there for a while. But the countries and companies are coming into our country for the expensing aspect of the bill. It was in I call it the big, beautiful bill, the great, big, beautiful bill. We got so much, the largest bill ever passed in the history of our country. In fact, so big that we really don't have to pass too much anymore. We can just do this for 4 years, implement. You know, I like to implement because the bills are wonderful, but you have to implement. But the expensing is going to be the reason, I think, that bigger than anything else, when you have 1 year expensing, you can write everything off for the first year, including structure. So you didn't even have that in the first bill. I think it was the biggest factor in the first bill why it led to such growth, and this is actually a better form of expensing, and it's actually more significant. So today America is strong. Our economy is, I think, potentially the strongest it's ever been. We'll see very soon those big places that are being built all over the country. Car companies are moving in. AI is moving in. Everybody's coming in. They all want to be here. The drug companies are coming back. They all want to be there. They sort of have to be there, but they want to be there. But with this agreement, our cherished friendship with the United Kingdom is getting stronger and stronger. And again, I want to thank the Prime Minister. He worked very hard on this and getting this deal done. This is long in the making. They've been talking about it for a long time, and we got it done. And it's a real honor to be with you, and thank you very much. Thank you. Are you sure, Scott? If the deal's no good, I'm blaming you, Scott. It's a great honor. Okay, hold that up. Yeah.
Mr. President, Mr. Prime Minister, we're now going to take some contributions from our distinguished guests from the business community, starting with Sir Demis Hassabis, the co-founder and CEO of DeepMind.
Thanks, Varun. It's a huge pleasure and honour to be here today, and thank you, Mr. President and Prime Minister, for your fantastic leadership on the US UK tech prosperity deal.